Hey man, we are back with another video. We're going to be breaking down 2 trades that I sent out to my Discord. Actually, I sent out 3, but one of them is still kind of like playing out. But 2 of them I sent out, both of them were bangers. One of them I took, which was US30. The other one I missed, unfortunately, and I'm a little upset about it just because it's one of those things where you trying to follow your rules as best as possible, but then it just kind of like hit your TP instantly, even when you're trying to wait for a certain entry. So it is what it is. End of the day with a W. My chat is end of the day with a W, so that's all that matters. Also, I went live today with my Discord. I'm gonna be doing this every Friday, so if you're not in the Discord, don't miss out. Click the link in the bio so that you can be a part of the Friday lives, and it's completely free. All right, everything's completely free. I won't be starting any type of exclusive or anything like that till probably like the beginning of the year, 2025. So if you have not tapped in, make sure that you're tapping in. Make sure you hit that link in the bio. All right, let's jump into the 2 banger trades to end the week, NFP week. And it just went crazy. You know what I'm saying? It just went crazy. I'm gonna show you the Discord. All the Discord members that were in the live were able to throw up the dubs, throw up the fire emojis for the win today. So let's, without further ado, hop into the breakdown. All right, so the first one I'm gonna show you guys is going to be US30. Now for US30, this is something that I'm just now starting to trade. Not just now, I'm just getting my feet wet with it, right? So I'm watching price action. I kind of understand what price wants to do, but at the end of the day, strategy is strategy, structure is structure. So if I see my setup, I'm gonna take it. Today I end up taking 2 trades on US30. The first one, I'm not gonna lie, stopped me out because I think I was too impatient, and then the second one ended up showing me exactly what I wanted to see, and I got in, which ended up and I took this on my live account too. It ended up winning, and I ended up winning back the first loss and recouping some of that and getting profit. So let me show the breakdown of this. So obviously you start off with let me go to the daily time frame. Start off with the daily time frame, right? We got our previous day highs and our previous day lows marked off. One thing that I want to kind of keep in mind is the higher time frame is the reason why I'm looking for sales or looking for buys, right? I base it off the higher time frame, and I just if it correlates on the lower time frame, I take the position. So I mark off my previous day high, my previous day low. I see that we are in a smaller time frame for variegap, but we're still kind of, you know what I'm saying, needing to make some sort of lower high, you know what I'm saying, higher low, before we push back up, right? Because we're buying right now, we're obviously bullish, but we need to kind of we've been bullish for a very long time, a couple weeks now, so we need to kind of make a higher low on the higher time frame. One second. All right, so mark the previous day high, mark the previous day low. Go to the 1 hour, right? And no, I actually think it was the 30-minute. And I'm like, all right, we're in this area right here. We've created some liquidity down here, and we haven't taken a previous day. We haven't taken the lows, and we haven't taken the highs. But one thing that I do see right now is the fact that we have a gap right here, small one on the 30-minute that price has not tapped into. Kind of left it there, right? So not only do we have liquidity sitting down here to tap into, but we also have liquidity right here, right? All of this liquidity that we have to tap into, and this liquidity comes with a gap that's right before it. So in my opinion, this one is more high probability for the sales because we haven't taken any lows, right? If you want to understand market structure, you have to understand what that does when it's talking about breaking structure and creating a different bias, right? So if we're selling right now, I don't want price to continue. I don't want price to break lows and then break a high. Then market structure has been shifted, right? And if we're buying, I want market structure to be shifted. So I want price to come and take these lows and then break the high. Then I'm like, okay, we're probably going to continue up. But since we did not take these lows first, I'm like, all right, if we come up here first, I'm wanting to get in for some sales. And that's what we did. Unfortunately, I just took it too aggressively in this area. I should have waited for price to come down, take a high, and then break structure, which it ended up doing. But my first entry was right at this area, and I ended up getting stopped out because I had my stops above this high. But didn't fail to realize that this is still liquidity, right? We have a supply sitting up here, and this is still liquidity. Even if price doesn't go all the way up there, something's going to be taken out, right? A high is going to be taken out. So I shouldn't have put my stop loss there in the beginning. And for one, I should have waited for price to tell me that that's what it wanted to do. So either way it goes, I got stopped out on the first entry, but then on the second entry, when price came back into this area of interest, I took the sell and I actually ended up getting out like in this area for 1 to 1.7, I think. Something like somewhere in this area, right at this demand is when I end up getting out. But then price end up, completely tanking, and I missed out on all this move. But at the end of the day, I got my money back and I won some. So can't be too mad. It's a little frustrating that you're not, holding for these moves. But at the end of the day, I won. Right? At the end of the day, I won. So that was the first one, and that was a pretty easy one considering structure and how structure was moving at the time. All right, the next one was going to be oil. Oil kind of did the exact same thing. Similar setup as far as what I was looking for. I know that I love price coming into the 61%, right? So retracing into the 61% and then taking out the lows. And that's all I was looking for. Even if I were to break this down, but based off the higher time frame, you can see that we are super bearish. So sales is all I'm looking for. And then, again, mark off previous day high, previous day low. I go into the 30-minute it was a 30-minute. And I saw that the area of interest where we have a fair value gap, and it's right sitting at that 61%. So I'm like, I'm taking it. And I end up missing this trade because if I go to the 5-minute, right, I was waiting for price to, which it did, end up making a market structure shift, but it tapped into my area of interest before making that market structure shift, so I did not get in. And you can see what it did, right? It just tanked. Even though my bias was correct, right, I missed the trade just because it did not show me exactly what I wanted to see, and I'm super patient today and just super wanting to wait until, I see everything that I need to see before I get in. And I'm mad about this one because I probably would have passed my other evaluations based off this, but I mean, it is what it is. But this was similar to the YM breakdown, so nothing really other than waiting for price to come into equilibrium to continue off the sales. And then gold, I sent this one out, but this one is not really playing out like it should. So yeah, that one didn't hit. But if it were to come back up, and I really do think we're gonna come back up, but you never know. We're kind of rejecting in these areas pretty hard, so I don't know if that's what price is gonna do at all. I originally thought that price was going to push up into these highs. I was waiting for a market structure shift, which we got, but I didn't enter into this one, and it looks like it's not gonna hold. But that was gonna be the third one that I sent out. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys the Discord, because people in the Discord really tapped in. Let me show you the trade ideas first, if it can go there. All right, trade ideas that I sent out. Gold, it hasn't just played out yet. Now it has played out to an extent, but for what I look for, it hasn't really played out yet. US30 TP hit, and then obviously oil TP hit. And then in the chat, we obviously had everybody that tapped into the live stream and sent out the W's for those that were tapped in there. I know a lot of people probably couldn't make it, but for those who did, and for those who were on the stream, I appreciate you guys, and I'm super happy that you guys were able to tap in. But yeah, that's all I have. Let me bring myself up. That's all I got. It's an amazing Friday. We are going to, let me show you my P&L before I hop off. P&L, again, remember I took the first loss, so end of the day with a dub, but it is what it is. The money don't matter, but I'm just showing you guys the P&L for the sake of you guys understanding that I did take the trades. But yeah, that's all I got. Amazing way to end a Friday. If you guys are not tapped in, make sure you guys tap in to the Discord. Link in the bio. If you want my strategy, that is also in the bio for you guys to get. It's only $50, and I think it's an amazing deal for you guys to understand exactly how I trade, especially since we're hitting TPs left and right. So, yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.